Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Hey there.
Today we're getting into semaglutide, but maybe from an angle you haven't heard much about.
Yeah, we're looking at it through the lens of Dan Hollis.
Right, and our sources describe him perfectly, I think. He talks about weight loss, not like a marketer, but like a man who's lived in the hallway between biology and identity. Pretty evocative.
It really is. Sets the stage.
So our mission today is basically to unpack his key ideas, find those surprising bits of wisdom, and give you a shortcut to, well, being really informed about this whole thing.
And his core idea, it's a big one right off the bat. He says, semaglutide doesn't fix you. It gives you space to fix yourself.
That hits differently than just calling it a weight loss drug.
Totally. It's not passive. It's like, here's an opportunity, but you have to use it. He frames it as a warning almost, but also a call to take responsibility.
Yeah, a framework. I like that. And that analogy he uses, the good lumber one.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
It's like the drug gives you quality materials, but you still have to build a house. You got to be ready for the work.
Exactly. Because what it does, according to him, is quiet down that constant physical hunger signal. It takes away the static.
Right, the noise. So the question becomes, what's left when the noise stops? What are you actually building in that quiet?
And that quiet. Well, it can be pretty startling, actually. Dan has this really powerful line, when the cravings stop, the truth begins.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And this post-craving reality, it's not always sunshine and roses. A lot of people apparently feel this unexpected grief, disorientation.
Grief. Why grief?
Because for so many, he points out food wasn't just food. It was the plan, the rhythm, the escape hatch.
Ah, okay. So when that primary coping tool is suddenly less loud, less available, there's a gap.
A huge gap. And you're left facing whatever that food was masking.
Which leads right into this next really key idea from Hollis.
No,
Decoding emotional hunger. It's not just about your stomach rumbling.
not at all. He really digs into this. He says emotional hunger isn't just a craving, it's a question, a need asking to be seen.
A question. Okay, unpack that a bit.
So semaglutide creates this quiet space, right? It dulls the physical drive. And in that silence, the other stuff starts to bubble up. Loneliness, boredom, anxiety, maybe even, happiness that you used to celebrate with food.
All the things we kind of wrapped up in our relationship with food without even realizing it.
Exactly. So his point is crucial. Semaglutide isn't the solution to emotional eating. It's the silence that lets you find one.
Right. It creates the condition for you to do the work, but it isn't the work itself.
Precisely. And that silence, that space, it can feel really uncomfortable. He acknowledges that.
Yeah, I bet. He says something like, food was your emotional scaffolding, and that gets pulled out, you're going to feel exposed.
That exposure, that is the work. That's where the real change has a chance to happen. It's uncomfortable, yeah, but necessary.
Okay, so you're in this exposed state, doing the work, but we know a lot of people still struggle long-term. Why is that, according to Hollis?
Well, this is maybe one of his most striking points. He says, most people don't fail because the medication doesn't work. They fail because they were alone.
Alone. Wow, so community is central.
Absolutely central. His whole approach is apparently wrapped in community. It's not just about the drug. It's about teaching people how to build new architecture in their minds together.
New architecture. I like that. And this connects to his idea of scaffolding, right? Which is more than just cure leading.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
He's talking about actual neurobiological replacement structures. Think new habits, new routines, new ways of handling stress or boredom.
So like actual brain rewiring.
Pretty much. He calls it the lattice that keeps people upright when the chemistry wobbles. Every time you choose a different response, you strengthen a new pathway.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which is why he insists support isn't optional. It's neurobiological scaffolding. It's about rebuilding agency, finding new meaning, getting that momentum back.
That's powerful. Neurobiological scaffolding. But it feels like there's another layer too, something about identity.
Yes, definitely. He connects emotional hunger back to what he terms identity disconnection.
Identity disconnection, meaning?
I mean, your body might be changing really fast on the medication, right? But your internal sense of self, who you feel like, hasn't caught up yet.
Like looking in the mirror and it feels weird, unfamiliar.
Exactly. He says your body changes fast. Your identity takes time to catch up. And that gap, that disconnect, can be really unsettling and can, well, pull you back to old patterns.
Because you felt familiar, even if you didn't like it.
Precisely. So the challenge isn't just losing weight. It's integrating this new physical reality into your sense of self. Who are you now?
So his approach isn't just about changing eating habits.
No, it's about replacing the story, not just the snack. That's a direct quote.
Replacing the story.
Yeah. He argues you don't maintain weight loss through sheer willpower or discipline, which often feels like punishment. You maintain it through alignment.
Alignment. Like
Yeah.
feeling congruent. Your inside matches your outside.
You got it. Feeling like your habits and your body actually reflect who you are and want to be.
Which totally reframes the goal then. It's not just about the number on the scale.
Not at all. He says this journey isn't about eating less, it's about living more. That's the real win condition.
Living more.
Yeah. The measure of success becomes whether or not someone feels alive enough to stop measuring everything by food.
That's a fundamentally different way to look at it.
Mm.
Okay, but what about setbacks? People inevitably hit bumps.
Right, and his perspective here is incredibly helpful, I think. He says setbacks are predictable, not shameful. They're just signals you're human.
Predictable, not shameful. That alone takes a lot of pressure off.
Doesn't it? And he has this line, apparently unscripted, but really insightful. Most people don't relapse into hunger. They relapse into confusion.
Confusion? How so? Not hunger, but confusion.
Yeah, think about it. The drug is handling the physical hunger, mostly. So when an old trigger hits stress, boredom, whatever, and you feel that pull towards food, it's confusing. What is this feeling if it's not physical hunger? The old pathways light up, but the reason feels murky.
Ah, okay. You don't know how to interpret the signal anymore.
Exactly. And that's where the work is learning to interpret it differently. He uses the spiral staircase analogy for the whole journey, too.
Right. You feel like you're going in circles, but you're actually climbing.
Mm-hmm. Gaining perspective. And plateaus. He says they're not failures. Fast results don't mean lasting results. Pacing is protection. A plateau is just your body catching up. It needs grace.
Pacing is protection. I
Yeah.
like that. So if old cravings do come back.
That's not weakness, he says. It's just memory, an old neural pathway firing. But now, because of the space the medication provides, you can choose to respond differently.
You can update the story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He says setbacks mean the story you were telling yourself still needs updating. And maybe the most compassionate point he makes is this. People don't regain weight because they failed. They regain weight because they never felt safe enough to live without it.
Wow. Safe enough. It comes back to that scaffolding, that internal alignment.
It all ties together. Feeling safe in your new body, your new identity, your new story.
So instead of beating yourself up over a setback,
You get curious. You ask questions, like Hollis suggests. What am I feeling? What do I need? Who do I want to become?
turn judgment into inquiry.
Precisely. He sees the whole process as narrative reassembly, finding your own internal compass again. He's not giving rules. He's walking beside you, asking better questions.
Dieting that reassembly process.
Yeah, and teaching that what you really need is empathy, not judgment, awareness, not rules, and curiosity, not punishment.
That feels like a much more sustainable, humane way to approach this.
Definitely. So as we kind of wrap this up, the encouragement for you listening, whether you're using semaglutide, thinking about it, or just on any kind of change journey, is to really consider that window, that miracle pause that something like this might offer. What's revealed in the quiet?
Ask yourself, like Dan suggests, what am I truly hungry for?
Hmm.
Beyond food, what needs support now that food isn't filling all the gaps?
Yeah, it prompts some deep reflection.
And we have to end with maybe his most sobering but also empowering line, something to really sit with.
Okay, let's hear it.
Weight loss is biology. Staying there is narrative.
Biology gets you there. Story keeps you there.
Exactly. Lasting change isn't just you tweaking your body chemistry, it's rewriting your whole story, building that new architecture.